Welcome to Coupar Angus Institute of Technology, one of the most innovative training institutions in private sector. We are proud to hold a unique market position with over 58,000 students, 1,200 and more courses, state-of-the-art online learning management system, remarkable student support, 24/7 online forum and a highly qualified faculty. My name is Seda, and today we will have a quick look on our online learning management system, which is usually referred as e-portal. We will also discuss how to get maximum benefit from the system. So let's get started. First of all, visit our website, which is cait.edu.au, and from the top menu, click on e-portal. This will bring up a login page. Type in your username and password and then click submit. If you like, you can bookmark this page for future references. Successful login will bring up the main page, which is referred as dashboard. What happens if your username and password is incorrect? Please keep in mind, by default, your username is a student ID or your enrollment number, which looks like 056356, while the default password starts with first character of your first name in capitals, followed by a dot, and then your date of birth in 8 digits format. For example, if I was born on 1st of January 1960, my password may look like R.010160. If your username or password doesn't want to work, send us an email with the username and password you are trying. Always remember, your point of contact is Student Services Department, and they have been instructed to maintain contact with students via email only. Their email address is training@cait.edu.au. Okay, coming back to the dashboard. As you can see on the top right hand corner, you have our contact details. Should you need to contact us for any reason, always remember preferred communication is email. It helps us to keep track of all communication. On Dashboard's main menu, one of the options says Edit Details. This allows you to modify your details if needed. Let's have a look. I just clicked on it. As you can see, it does have all of your basic information, like your email address, your name, your postal address, phone number, and password. At the end of your surname, you will notice a code. This is your qualification code. Do not remove it. For instance, on this screen it says DMA, which means this person is enrolled in Diploma of Management. If you need to make any changes, for example, change of address, or change in mobile number, or even your password, type in your new details and click on Submit button. Okay, let's talk about another option on your dashboard, Messages. It works like your Hotmail or your Gmail mailing system. Your tutors and assessors will communicate via this messaging system. Similarly, if you have any academic questions, you should be using this platform. For any non-academic inquiries, always contact Student Services Department at training@cait.edu.au. Please remember, your tutor or assessor will not be able to assist in any of your non-academic inquiries. You might be thinking, what's the difference between a tutor and assessor? When you enroll in any course, we assign you to a tutor. Tutor is a subject specialist and is authorized to assist you in your studies. Assessor is a person who will mark your assessment. Usually, assessor is a different person, and subject expert assessor are not authorized to respond to your messages or answer your questions. Always direct your academic queries to your assigned tutor. Okay, coming back to messages. As you can see, I am in my inbox and I have quite a few unread messages. Let's click on the first one. As it reads, Season's greetings from Systems Administrator. Okay, here is the message. On the right hand panel, you can see a couple of options, which are new message, inbox, sent items, or trash. Trash will just display any deleted items. Let's have a look. So, as we can see, I do have one deleted item under received messages section. I can still read it by clicking on the subject. Sent items will display a list of your messages sent to other people, example your tutor or assessor. Okay, let's talk about new message option. As it sounds like, it allows you to send a message. First option says search for recipient, or tick that little checkbox. All my trainers, type the subject and then the message. But before you ask your tutor a question, check the online forum and the frequently asked questions page. Chances are you might be able to find your answers on any of these platforms. Online forum is available at caitaustralia.proboards.com, while the frequently asked questions are available on our website couparangus.com.au in the footer links. Okay, back to messaging. Let's see how we can send a message to our tutor. Start typing your tutor's name in search for recipient box, for example Simone, then type a subject, for example need help activity 2.2. Then type your message, for example, good morning Simone, I am currently working on BSB HRM 506A unit and I am stuck at activity 2.2. Could you please elaborate the activity requirements for me? Best regards, Tim. And then click on send. Remember, always mention exact activity number in your messages. Your tutor's e-portal view is completely different to yours. They need exact activity number to assess the assessments. So you have to be precise. When you will get a message from your tutor or assessor, it will appear up here. A copy is also sent to your nominee. Now, let's talk about enrolment options. As we can see, this screen is divided into two sections: active enrolments and completed enrolments. Active enrolment means the unit which I am currently enrolled in and I am still working on it. Completed enrolment section will display all those units which I have successfully completed so far. If you have enrolled in a full qualification or enrolled in a multiple short courses, please note we only enroll you in one unit at a time. On successful completion of this unit, you will get the second one and so on. Okay, let's talk about active enrolments. So, we can see I am currently enrolled in a unit which is labelled as BSB HRM 506A. Then it says 0%, which is my progress bar. As soon as I'll progress on my activities or assessment questions, this progress bar will display my status. Next column says type, and underneath it displays full. It means that I'll be doing this particular unit in full online mode. Status column will either say in progress or submitted. Due date will display the deadline, if any, for submission of this assessment. Then we have my trainer name and the last column says action, and we have a link saying submit. Clicking on this link means you have completed your full assessment and would like us to mark it. Please keep in mind, do not submit your assessment until your progress bar displays 100% completion. Incomplete assessments cannot be marked and will be sent back to you for completion. Very important thing to note, you get a maximum of 3 attempts to submit your assessment. Incomplete submissions will reduce this number and you will be at risk. After 3rd unsuccessful attempts, you will be required to re-enroll in the unit by paying full fees, which usually ranges between $250 and $350. So please be very careful. Okay, now let's click on the unit number. This will bring up my actual unit, and from here I can start my studies. Let's have a quick look how it is structured. On the top I can see my unit number and its full name, followed by the purpose of the unit. Then we have these three tabs, dispensing tab information about structure, purpose and copyright information related to this unit. Structure is how this learning resource or unit is structured for you. As we can see, number 1, learning support materials, then number 2, assessment tools, then number 3, competency review tools. Now let's match them up. Learning support materials, if you have a look on the right hand side, this is your learning support material. Section 1, Section 2 and Section 3. These are your actual learning resources that you need to read and understand what these topics are. Then, assessment tools. All of these are your assessment tools. Depending on the size of the unit, there may be 10 assessments or could be only 5 or 4. Then we have a competency review tool. They are not part of your assessment, but provide some referencing and mapping information. Supplementary information allows you to upload any additional evidence or assessment related documents which you were unable to upload anywhere else. Okay, to commence the studies, let's click on Section 1 on the right hand panel. Let's click on Section 1. This is your first page and your first slide. First slide always explains performance criteria. Performance criteria is what we expect from you or what you can expect after studying this particular section. For this section, develop recruitment, section induction, policies and procedures. We have 6 performance criteria. So, for example, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and so on. All of your reading materials is laid out in page by page mode. You can click on Next and Back buttons to navigate. Once you are comfortable with the text, you can go to the assessment tools where it says Section 1 Activities. Click on it. Here we have some questions and a text box for your answers. Very, very simple. It's an open book exam. You can open up another tab, access your reading material and start answering these questions. Always click on Save button at the end of this page. This button saves your answer on our server, but doesn't send it to your tutor or assessor. Let's have a look at Section 2. Again, same thing, a new topic. And again, it explains about performance criteria. This time we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, Section 2 activities, same pattern. Section 3 activities, written or oral, questions, and finally the projects. As you can see, there is an upload button. It means assessment is expecting you to create a file and then upload it here. In some units, you will find a project which requires a practical demonstration. This means that you are required to organise a practical demonstration at your workplace at your cost. If you are able to do it, that's fine. Otherwise, you can request your tutor to send you a replacement task. Replacement task requests should be sent to your tutor when you will commence work on Project 1, not any earlier than that. There are some guidelines available on our Frequently Asked Questions page and online forum in relation to practical demonstration projects. Check them out. Once you have completed your assessment and on your dashboard progress bar displays 100% and you are satisfied with your answers, you can submit your assessment for marking. Marking may take up to 10 working days. If you are enrolled in a qualification or multiple short courses, a new unit will be allocated so that you could continue your work while waiting for your submitted assessment to be marked. Your assessor will check each and every question and will give you a feedback if any questions requires rework. Do not get offended with the feedback and do not argue. It's part of your learning. Read the feedback carefully and amend your answers accordingly. Never resubmit your assessment without making recommended changes. It will decrease your number of attempts, and after 3 unsuccessful attempts, you have to re-enroll, paying full fees for the unit, no exceptions. Remember to always log out once you are finished. I hope I have covered all the basics, but if you have any inquiries, feel free to send us a message at training@couparangus.com.au. Thank you very much for listening and all the best with your online learning.